Barangay 19, Manila. The police report was clear. Anti-drug officers shot and injured 3 men in this poor district of the Philippine capital, then rushed them to hospital where they were pronounced dead on arrival. Security camera footage obtained by Reuters tells a different story of what happened just after midday on October 11 in Barangay District 19. It shows that police took at least 25 minutes to haul away the men they had shot. The victims show no signs of life. Police are seen carrying them by their arms and legs and loading the limp bodies onto pedicabs to take them to hospital. The footage casts new doubts on the official accounts of police killings in President Rodrigo Duterte's 17-month war on drugs. In June, Reuters revealed the police have shot hundreds of people during anti-drug operations, then taken them to hospitals where they are declared dead on arrival. Police say they're trying to save lives. Bereaved relatives and other witnesses allege police are sending corpses to hospitals to disrupt crime scenes and cover up extrajudicial killings. Police have shot dead at least 3,900 people in anti-narcotic operations since Duterte took power in June 2016, always in self-defense, police say. Human rights activists blame police for thousands more killings attributed to vigilantes, but authorities deny any involvement. A witness to the Barangay 19 killings told Reuters that the 3 men were executed and not, as the police claim, shot in self-defense. Police say they only used deadly force in self-defense, but a series of investigations by Reuters suggest they are summarily executing people. The security camera footage not only contradicts the police account of the Barangay 19 killings, it also provides further evidence of another drug war tactic: the disabling of surveillance cameras at crime scenes by the police. In the footage, filmed simultaneously by 4 security cameras, an officer is seen turning the camera that captured the action away from the scene after the shooting. The police understand the dangers posed by such footage, which can expose their actions. An active duty commander involved in the drug war told Reuters earlier this year that police collude with local officials to unplug security cameras in areas where they plan to carry out a drug war killing. Reuters has obtained footage from all 4 security cameras, each capturing the episode from a different angle. Together, the cameras provide a unique record of a police operation from start to finish. Some of the Barangay 19 footage was previously aired by Philippine broadcaster GMA. The operation was legitimate, said Santiago Pascual, the commander of the station that conducted the raid, in a statement to Reuters. A station investigation showed that his officers had followed correct operational procedure, said Pascual. An eyewitness testimony that they had opened fire on unarmed men was untrue and unfounded. Full exposure video footage from 4 security cameras reveals police actions during the deadly buy-bust operation in Barangay 19. Police carried out the October 11 raid a day after Duterte ordered them to leave anti-drug operations to the state-run Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency. The October memo marked the second time that Duterte has publicly told police officers to stop waging his drug war. He announced a halt to their operations in late January after news emerged that police had kidnapped and murdered a South Korean businessman. He lifted that ban 1 month later, saying drugs were returning to the streets. In his latest order, Duterte said he wanted to bring order to the operation campaign against illegal drugs, thus pinpointing precise accountability. The announcement came amid escalating public criticism of alleged police atrocities. Recent surveys by Manila-based pollster social weather stations have shown rising distrust of the police and unease with their brutal methods, which have been criticized by the influential Catholic Church. The circulation online of security camera footage of police operations and vigilante killings has spurred public disquiet with Duterte's bloody anti-drug campaign. Outrage followed the August release of video that seemed to back up eyewitness accounts of how teenager Kian Lloyd de Los Santos was killed that month. Explore the killings in an interactive graphic. Click here. Police said they shot the 17-year-old in self-defense after he opened fire. Eyewitnesses said police took the unarmed boy to a trash-filled alley in northern Manila and shot him in the head. Footage emerged showing 2 officers marching a figure toward the spot where de Los Santos' body was found. His funeral procession turned into the biggest protest yet against the drug war. The officers in the Barangay 19 footage belong to an anti-drug unit from Police Station 2 in Manila, according to a police report of the incident. Of the 15 officers who appear clearly on the footage, only 1 is wearing a mask. The report said Rolando Campo, 60, sold drugs to an undercover officer, who signaled for backup. Campo sensed the presence of the police officers and ordered his two associates Sherwin Beaters, 34, and Ronnie Serbatu, 18, to draw their guns and open fire on them, the report said. The police retaliated, leaving the three men fatally wounded, it said. But the footage shows Campo chatting with people in the neighborhood in the minutes before the police arrived, and not, as the report said, selling drugs to an undercover officer. Named This list, provided by police in response to questions from Reuters, names the officers who shot Campo, Beaters and Serbatu. The police operation doesn't seem to be undercover. The footage shows mainly plainclothes officers, most of them visibly armed and some wearing body armor, entering the area through the alley on which Campo and Beaters lived. The officers pass in full view of the victim's house 7 minutes before the shooting starts. Arlene Jaibarga, Beaters' wife, told Reuters that she witnessed the shooting and the three men were unarmed. "We don't have the money for guns," said Jaibarga, who has 3 young children with Beaters. She said her husband didn't deal drugs. Police detained the men in an alley next to her house, she said, and asked her to get Beaters' ID. When she produced it, said Jaibarga, one officer shouted positive, and then the officers fired on Beaters. "Don't do that to my husband," she screamed, as the police shot Beaters. "I will report to you. There are CCTV cameras." Harioni of the officers then aimed his gun at Jaibarga and ordered her inside, she said. Footage doesn't show the police shooting the 3 men, but does show an officer appearing to open fire on an unseen target. Campo then falls backwards into the frame, his body hitting the ground. His arms move for a while before resting motionless. Less than a minute later, the camera that captured the scene of the shooting is effectively put out of action. Someone turns it to face the wall. A second camera shows a police officer reaching up and turning it away. It's unclear why the officer only disables the camera after the shooting. Station Commander Pascual said the camera was averted for a valid security reason, and to ensure the operation wasn't compromised. His statement reiterated the police report's version of events, that the suspects first drew firearms and shot the operatives, who returned fire in self-defense. Later that day, at Police Station 2, Jaibarga said officers told her it was useless to complain. "It's the government you will be fighting against," she recalled one officer saying. "Don't get angry at us. We are just following orders." Resting place. The wake of Rolando Campo and Sherwin Beaters was held only a few paces from where police shot them. Reuters. Dundee Tawateo Dutertz Warby Claire Baldwin and Andrew R.C. Marshall. Video Ryan Brooks. Graphic Jin Woo and Simon Scar. Photo editor Thomas White. Design Catherine Tai. Edited by Peter Hirschberg. Follow Reuters investigates.